Wait a minute. Oh, it looks like Connor. And oh no! And now it's Mojo! And now it's Connor with shots! And now Connor! No, Mojo! And now it's Mojo and Connor! We know that Victor took out Connor of the Ascension. Oh my gosh. All right, into the locker room. The Ascension is taking out the Hype Bros. The #1 contenders for the tag titles are being vanquished right now. Oh my gosh. What happened to Mojo? Mojo putting up more of a fight than Zack Ryder, but I mean, you can't say that Mojo. I think Mojo might have saw it coming when Connor gave him a warning. Zack Ryder just got ambushed. I mean, once you see Connor in your locker room, you know something's gonna be up. And they're doing it at separate times, but Connor taking Mojo through the table. As you can see on the side, we're on Monday Night Raw. This is, I mean, we know that there was a couple of people from SmackDown gonna be on Raw tonight. And Shane McMahon, oh my gosh, told the Ascension that he was not going to cause mayhem in the SmackDown locker room anymore. Well, the Ascension, oh my, right in the head. Being as smart as they are, they're not causing mayhem in the SmackDown locker room. They're causing mayhem in the Raw locker room. And he just did some damage to the tin foil garbage can, and now just tossing Mojo out of the ring, and Mojo caught in the doorway. And now Mojo, no, but here comes Mojo. Raleigh knows what he's got to do. Raleigh needs to take out Connor of the Ascension. Get one back for the Hype Bros. No. Mojo caught. And now Mojo caught Connor of the Ascension. No. Now Mojo Raleigh. Mojo, no! And Connor comes back with a ferocious attack. Oh man, I was cheering for Mojo there too. Nonetheless, it'll be Connor. And now the Ascension, we've seen this move. Victor! Hit it on Ryder. And most importantly, we've seen the Ascension. No. And Zack Ryder tossing. And no, belly to belly. Right to Mojo in. In the Raw locker room. Now it's Triple H. I think Connor just had to come make sure. He's on Triple H's terms, and I don't think Triple H honestly cares. I mean, what does this have to do with Triple H? It has absolutely nothing to do with him. Oh my gosh. Right into the wall. The cement wall again. I mean, these walls have been here forever. Who knows how hard these walls can be. Indestructible pretty much. Oh my gosh, again. And now he's got a hold of Raleigh. And they might be going into Triple H's office. And Raleigh's chasing after him. But no, Raleigh's sent into the GM's desk. And no, oh my gosh. Triple H, you gotta do something about this. This is your office, Triple H. Hell, I mean, Come on, Triple H. Can you imagine what Shane would do if Shane was here? Shane would stop this immediately. What's Connor doing? But nonetheless, Connor the Ascension pretty much taking out Mojo tonight. Good night. I mean, they've already went through one table on SmackDown, and now I think he's thinking about going through 2 on Raw. And yes, he will. Mojo rolling through the table. And this is the first time we've seen people on SmackDown really just take over Raw. What is in store for Shane McMahon? Shane McMahon is not on Raw tonight. Very few SmackDown superstars once in a while will go to Raw. And in this case, it was Mojo was there. Connor was there. And, I mean, you gotta be thinking, Mojo kind of pulled down on himself. If he didn't come here, Mojo would be fine. Nonetheless, the Ascension have laid a waste to the Hype Bros. We're gonna probably have to have new #1 contenders, and we're gonna have to have 2 matches because we don't have a single piece of #1 contenders now. After the Hype Bros may not even be able to compete, so we still have to figure out our second piece of #1 contenders. But most likely, we'll have to have a whole nother because the Hype Bros are gonna have someone to fill in for them as well. We'll see what happens on SmackDown next week, but for right now, we need to get to Raw. I mean, Raw hasn't even hit the air yet. What the hell? Well, I mean, earlier tonight, we had one hell of a collide between 2 SmackDown superstars, but tonight, we're still going to have collides of plenty of Raw superstars. Tonight, we have a big fatal 4-way to start up the show to be Rhino, Dolph Ziggler, Big Cass, and The Miz. Right now, we've got 3 women that are really just trying to get noticed. I mean, Mickie James got a big win over, I don't know, somebody, can't remember who it was. Dana Brooke hasn't even got a match, so nor has Alicia Fox. Maybe one of these women can get noticed. Triple H was talking about the 205 Live and said, we're going to have a little 205 Live match tonight. We're going to have Neville versus Kalisto. Just see a little sneak peek for 205 Live, which won't be coming anytime soon, though. So, that sucks. But we'll have Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. Sasha Banks will be facing... No, I think Alexa Bliss, actually. Oh, why can't I remember this? Anyway, they'll be facing at the Royal Rumble. Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has been on a roll recently. Been a dominating crush course, Bray Wyatt. Obviously, lost matches to Dolph and Samoa Joe. I mean, Samoa Joe beat Bray, beat Big Cass. And tonight we've got Kofi, the New Day, will take on Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. It'll be Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston in the New Day. Big E will not be in this one. And like I said, okay, this is a sneak peek because maybe one of these teams can get momentum because they have to face to see who will become the first tag champs. And in our main event, Seth Rollins will face Dean Ambrose, who will become the WWE champion at WrestleMania. Will it be at the Royal Rumble? Or Universal champion at the Royal Rumble? Will it be Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins? Well, Seth's got to get through Dean first, as it'll be Big Cass pinning Dolph. Dolph Ziggler won a huge Royal Rumble, a very, what they call a special episode of Raw, and to become the Intercontinental title champion, because they were trying to tie a SmackDown, and they definitely did. Dolph Ziggler was the Intercontinental champion. We'll move on here, and it'll be Dana Brooke pinning Mickie James. That's a little surprising. Well, you would expect Mickie James to get the win, but it was Dana Brooke. And it'll be Neville knocking off Kalisto. So that's not very good for Neville or Kalisto to know, considering these two are the well-known cruiserweights. And Neville gets the win. It'll be Alexa Bliss knocking off Sasha Banks. And it'll be Samoa Joe getting the win over Bray Wyatt. So again, Wyatt cannot pick up a win. Wyatt can't pick up anything on Raw. He's kind of in a hole right now. Samoa Joe picks up another win. And it'll be the Club getting a big win over the New Day. So the Club, if they could have the same performance as tonight, they could probably be the champions. I mean, unless the New Day step up their game. And we will get into our match. Will it be Rollins? Will it be Ambrose? Who will be the winner? I mean, it's only for anything, but who will win? And I mean, this is a lot of momentum for Seth to go. This is the last Raw until the Rumble. This is a lot of momentum going, and if it could swing into Seth Rollins' way, Seth Rollins needs some momentum after the attack by Roman Reigns. So let's see if Seth can get that. Because here we go. Everybody was thinking, will the Shield come back? Are they back after that big match on the first episode of Raw? Unfortunately, after this, I'd have to probably say no. I'm going to say the Shield are not back, and more likely, they're more heated than ever. Seth Rollins taking on former buddy Roman Reigns. These men in the Shield were tag team champions, okay? The fact that these men have held the tag titles and are now fighting it out for the Universal titles is insane. Stakes are high as well. I mean, first ever Universal champion is a lot to be proud of. We'll see if maybe Dean Ambrose was the guy. I mean, it was Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer got pinned. Ambrose could not get to break it up in time. Maybe Ambrose can beat Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe has been beating up his teammates this past week. I mean, he's been on a wrecking crew. Samoa Joe has not been playing around ever since that match that he lost. Maybe Ambrose can show the same. I mean, I thought Ambrose would have the upper advantage. We seen a little bit controversy between their match and obviously spilled out of their match, but Ambrose and Dreamer looked like a perfect tag team. I just don't know what happened in that match. But if Ambrose could show it was a fluke and show that, listen, his teammates screwed him, wasn't his fault. If he can show that he deserves, he's better on a one-on-one basis, then we'll see. But I mean, great, but I mean, I gotta give Triple H props. You really gotta put a lot on your teammates, and the fact that he let them pick their teammates really did settle and put a different factor into it, as the ref will break him up and Seth Rollins with a cheap shot. But I mean, Seth Rollins, I don't know why Seth Rollins did that cheap shot. Seth Rollins has really honestly just been the better man. I mean, he's been the bigger man to Roman Reigns. After the attack, he goes, you know what, it's just business, Roman. I'll count that as even. I mean, he told Dean Ambrose to hit him in the back with a chair to make him even. And to Seth Rollins, that was Roman Reigns' way to getting even. Well, I guess we'll find out at the Royal Rumble if it was. Ambrose off the top rope, wasting no time hitting an elbow. But I know that Seth Rollins has really always had problems with Roman Reigns, okay? Throughout the Shield, we always seen the Shield fight. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins got into it a lot. I mean, we've always seen this, but since the Shield's broken up, Ambrose is just non-stop. He doesn't care about titles or anything. He just wants to just whoop Seth Rollins' ass, and I guess that's what he's trying to do here. But I think Ambrose is kind of out of that stage. I mean, and look at Ambrose, a rake to the eyes. Had the nose of Rollins too, but I mean, Ambrose and Rollins had a great tag team show, and they beat the Club. The Club just showed they just beat the number one contenders, the New Day, showed that they're probably the next tag team champions. And the fact that Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose had to pull them off, they definitely had to have good teamwork in that match. So I think these men trust each other. Dean Ambrose said he can't trust Seth Rollins with his back. I think they trust each other a lot more than they say. And honestly, to the fact, I think Ambrose is not fighting. Wait, no, but I don't think Ambrose is fighting to destroy Seth Rollins anymore. I think Ambrose is fighting because he wants a shot at the Universal title. But I mean, if Ambrose can beat Rollins, Rollins wins the title. Ambrose could say, I pinned the Universal Champion one-on-one. Hey, wait a minute, what the hell? What the hell? It's Roman Reigns! Coming down to the ring, providing a distraction. And wait a minute, it's giving Ambrose time. Ambrose rolling him up. Ambrose! 1, 2, no! Rollins kicked out. And now Rollins catching Ambrose, float over. Roman Reigns came down to the ring, provided a distraction for his buddy Dean. And where even is Roman? I think Roman might have just left the ring. I mean, he gave Ambrose time to take out Rollins, and now Rollins on the ropes. Rollins, no, catches Ambrose, but wait a minute, Ambrose! What a hit! Ambrose with that lunatic lariat. And ever since Roman Reigns came out here, Ambrose took control of this matchup. Now Ambrose slamming Rollins' head. And Ambrose might win off the distraction. Ambrose! Dirty deeds! Got all of it! Rollins, 1, 2, no! Rollins kicks out. I mean, even with the distraction, Ambrose, Rollins is really showing heart. This match, I mean, I don't know what it has to do, I guess, but Rollins still won't give up. This match, and Ambrose might be looking for that. No, what? A missile drop kick. I thought he was going to go for that big elbow. Came with a missile drop kick, and now again slamming the head of Seth Rollins on the mat. Ambrose got Rollins up. Ambrose snapped down on Rollins. Now raking on the face of Rollins. He's got a hold of the face. Rollins. Yes, and Rollins will finally find the energy to get out. Rollins with punches. Rollins is going to use everything he's got left in here. But Ambrose has got Rollins up. Throwing it. Rollins right in, and Rollins' throat right on that rope. Ambrose, 1, 2. Rollins kicks out again. Rollins is barely in this match. Seth, I mean, lost all momentum, has lost everything since Roman came out here. Roman Reigns just pretty much stole this match from Seth, and it's been a one-man assault. It's just been all Ambrose. Ambrose with a package suplex, more like a fisherman's suplex. And Ambrose now slamming the head of Rollins. And Ambrose wiping some sweat off, and Ambrose might be looking for the dirty deeds. The second time. Dirty deeds. That one got Seth. Seth is bleeding out of his forehead. 2, 3. Ambrose pins Rollins. The distraction of Roman was just enough for, I mean, Ambrose to completely take over. Ambrose kicks out there, but I mean right here, the roll up, it wasn't enough. I thought this was over. 1, 2, no. Seth barely kicks out, but ever since then, all it was Ambrose. And I mean, you gotta think, was Ambrose, what was in his mind, the championship or beating up Rollins? Because as far as I'm concerned, that's in the past, and Ambrose is nothing against Rollins anymore. Right there, the dirty deeds wasn't enough. Hung Rollins on the rope and got the second dirty deeds to pin Seth Rollins. Dean Ambrose gets it done. And I mean, you might as well, this should be a triple threat match now. Ambrose probably wishes it was, but he will have to enter the Royal Rumble just like everyone else to try to get that opportunity. Because you gotta, I mean, even though it was all Roman Reigns is the reason why that Dean Ambrose, pinned him. Or Roman Reigns is the only reason why he took over. Dean Ambrose probably thinks, listen, I can beat Rollins. So if I win this Royal Rumble and Rollins wins the Universal title, I'm challenging Rollins for WrestleMania. We'll see though. We've got to get through SmackDown Live now. What a huge and impressive match. A lot has been going on, and like I said, Shane's got to address what happened on Raw between the Ascension and the Hype Bros. We'll see you on SmackDown.